Hey everybody, welcome to the All Heat team call tonight. We're almost at the end of August. Fall is just around the corner, and we're so excited to have everybody on the phone tonight. And I'm really excited for the call that we're going to have tonight because we have two very special people on our call. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Nikki Cotton. I'm a national marketing director, also a 100 Club with the Juice Plus company, and I've been with the company for almost 26 years. Really just been such an amazing ride. And the thing that I love the most about what we do are the people. The opportunities that we have to enhance lives, to change lives, to watch transformation amongst each other, and to serve one another, and to serve the people that we love outside of our Juice Plus family is really what this is all about. And so I'm going to just get right into the evening tonight. For all of you, we've got two new qualifying national marketing directors on the HEAT team. Yes, 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 Wendy. That's right. And we are pretty excited about that. And it's a night that we can spotlight both of them. So it's Danielle Colavito and Beverly Grandison. And I always think of Beverly Savannah Grandison, right? But what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to start, if it's okay with you, I'm going to start with Danielle. I'm going to ask her a couple questions, and then I'm going to ask you, Beverly, and we'll go back and forth. And I think that's going to be the best way to do the call tonight. So for those of you that don't know Danielle, when she started her Juice Plus business, it was just to help get her health on track and bring nutrition to the immediate family. Well, she followed the Transform 30 program, and after making better choices at home for herself and for her family, how many can relate to that? She was able to improve their health and her own physical well-being, and her business grew, and her vision grew of retiring from her full-time job as an event planner soon became a reality. She now has more passion and purpose for the work she's doing and feels blessed by setting this example to her two young boys. And Danielle, that's one of my favorite things. When I look back over my life, I have two daughters that are 27 and 30. And I'm going to tell you, my kids did play with dolls. They did dress up as princesses, but they also played three-way call. They got on the phone and they pretended to be doing conference calls. They had little pretend briefcases that they walked around the house with. That's where they got that from. And we have such an opportunity to show that we are a winning family and we can, set goals and do what we need to do. So Danielle, I'm going to ask you a couple questions here. So you're now spotlighted. Uh-oh, where'd you go? There you are. Okay, you're there, and you're big on the screen, just so you know, as we record. So Danielle, tell me a little bit about something shifted for you so that your vision grew. Where do you think the first shift came from? Why was it that decided that you turned in not just getting your family healthy and maybe sharing with a few friends, but actually turning this into something bigger? Can you share a little bit about that?
Sure, absolutely. So for me, fortunately, I think it happened pretty early on. I fast-tracked to VF, and it was right around that time I got to my first large event. It was a regional. It was 3 hours away. I went by myself, but I knew it was something that I needed to do, and I'm grateful that I did because it was getting to that event that helped paint the vision of the bigger picture of what's really possible in this company and with this business. And I remember sitting there thinking, wow, I can totally do this. Like, I can actually be a national marketing director, and going back home and realizing, like, this is a business. I'm going to treat it like a business, and I'm going to take it seriously. And I never looked back. And I'm grateful that I went to that first, event so early on.
And so and did you have any particularly incredible shifts in terms of your family with health? Some people, just feel better, look better skin, but did you have anything that you can share with us that maybe happened for you and your family that was an eye-opener for you?
Yeah, I mean, personally for me, as you mentioned in my bio, I had an amazing transformation with Transform 30. So, I lost joint pain that I was having. My hair stopped falling out. I lost over 25 pounds. I completely physically transformed my body to be much stronger than I ever was. and I got myself really healthy. And in terms of my kids, my oldest son, who now just turned 6, he was my sick kid. So, from 0 to 3, he was constantly sick, fevers, ear infections, a whole slew of different things, allergies, asthma. And when Juice Plus came into my life, I realized it really all boiled down to nutrition. And once we got that on track and had him on Juice Plus for a while, his health completely changed. His eating habits changed. And he is a completely different kid now than he was prior to having Juice Plus. And of course, as a parent, that, you can't put a price tag on that.
No, you really can't. It's so funny when people say this is expensive, which hardly ever happens to me. But when people say that, I'm thinking, excuse me, did I just hear that word right? Because the value of what happens to people's lives has no price. So I love that you said that. So I'm going to go over to Beverly, and I'm going to ask her a little bit about her beginning as well, as soon as I can find her here. There you are, Beverly. So I'm going to you're going to unmute yourself, Beverly, and I'm going to spotlight you, and I see you big on the screen. Yay. And so, Beverly, I'm going to tell your background's a little bit different than Danielle. So I'm going to be kind of reading this because I can't read it all. Oh my gosh, you have done so many things. It's just kind of crazy. It says Beverly has a master's in professional counseling, which enables her to connect with clients on a really profound level. She's got a bachelor's degree in social work. She studied personally with Dr. Pam Popper, one of the world's leading experts on health and nutrition, and she's completed her diet and lifestyle intervention certification course and is an authorized healthcare network provider for the Wellness Forum Institute. And I love Pam. When I got sick 5 years ago, the first person I called was Pam, and I said, what do I do? So yeah. I really understand what your background is. Her mission is to educate and empower people to make informed decisions to be healthier spiritually, mentally, and physically through health and nutrition education, which will improve and enhance their quality of life. And this is a really interesting thing. You are a retired Army captain. I just love that. She was sent to the Army as an operating room technician at Fort Devers, Massachusetts, where she participated in Operation Continue Hope, Somalia, Africa. So I know that you've been stationed all over the place. You've had a really great life, and now you're in Savannah, right? Are you there?
Yes. I am physically in Savannah right now.
Beverly, one of the other things that I have to say personally about Beverly is the enthusiasm and the level of passion that just flows out of you always gets me excited.
Awesome.
Tell us a little bit about your beginning path to Juice Plus. Did you jump right in? Did you knew it was going to be a business? What did it look like for you when you first started?
So thank you, Nikki, for this opportunity. This is amazing, and I'm grateful for just an amazing Juice Plus company. So no, absolutely not, to answer your question. Frankly, I hated network marketing businesses. My dad was in a whole bunch when I was growing up, so I had a negative connotation to them. He was actually with NSA back in the 80s. I could not even believe that when I found out later. Then my husband, Johnny, he's been in and out of businesses also. So this was my first and will be probably my only and last business I ever do. But my journey started 13 years ago when I was in the military, jumping out of perfectly good airplanes, running 4 or 5 miles a day, thought I was the bionic woman. And for you younger ones, Iron Man, but Iron Woman. Anyway, feeling very fatigued and tired all the time, couldn't shake it, back and forth to the doctors, running tests. Finally, half my face went numb, half my taste sensory disappeared. I couldn't lift anything with my right hand. That was January '05. Well, they finally believed me, ran further tests, ruled out a whole bunch of stuff, and it landed on multiple sclerosis, MS. Life altering for me because plan ABC was the military. I was very successful. I had a great career. I loved it. But God in his infinite wisdom had other plans. So I lived across the street from the wonderful Weebies who treat us like their kids. That was my upline back then. And anyway, I think you all know the story with Richard. But nonetheless, they sat us down, educated us, empowered us, and that made sense to us. Juice Plus made sense. Johnny had Crohn's, so we were fighting that. We didn't know what to do. We embraced the Juice Plus habit. And then I said, $50? For $50? Heck, let me join the business. I can get that money back, share it with my parents, my sisters. They would support me. And then, it just blossomed from there. But the business really didn't become real for us until 2012. So it took us 7 years. And we've been with the Juice Plus company for 11 now. But at that 7-year mark, that's when it became real, when that residual income check got over $1,000 a month. And we really, that was a horrible year, 2012. I lost my mother and we weren't working the business as actively, but that was a turning point. So I made senior sales coordinator in 2013, and then excited that we made QNMD this year. And I think it was May. Yeah. So that was April, May. That was very exciting.
So it was really a turnaround place where you saw that this was a potential that could really create a lifestyle for you and Johnny. And it was kind of the $1,000 mark that said, whoa, this is real. And if we make it bigger and realer, we need to work.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, that's fantastic. So I'm going to ask you one more question, and then I'm going to go back to Danielle. So what do you think was some key pieces for you that took you from senior sales coordinator to QNMD? What did you do differently on your team? How did maybe you work differently? How were you working with your team, or what did you as a team create to make a QNMD team?
So great question. And I can't stress enough the importance of qualifying. OMG. Can I just say that again? I had no idea, and I know that sounds like crazy, but I had no idea the importance of qualifying your business. And we started doing some funky math with Johnny, because we had kept him as a VF forever, not thinking anything of it. He had points for sales coordinator, just never really thought we have lost probably, I would say, close to $20,000 in these last 10 years because he was not qualified. And I think that was a very major eye opener for us. And so we were very close in points. And it was really Johnny who said, we can do this. And I was like, yeah, okay. So we got with the team, and we had people who were saying, hey, you know what? We can go towards qualification. We can go towards POB qualification. I see this. Yes, we can do this. And I think that we were within striking range point-wise. And so then it was a matter of, okay, let's put the pedal to the metal and really bring this home. And my team, I can't talk enough about my team. They were amazing, and they stepped up to the plate. I mean, old orders started coming in from people who had ordered years ago who, wanted to. And anyway, it was just a God thing, honestly, and it's his timing, and I'm excited about that because it worked.
It sounds, though, that you created a team culture that got people back on track and really wanted to do this as a team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. That is what happened. And I think the momentum started to just pick up, and it's continuing to pick up again. And so that's what happened. The momentum, and having Zoom is another great tool. Zoom calls, so people see your face, they hear your voice more often. Weekly team calls. I mean, weekly events. So we were holding events, on Zoom, holding events, here locally a lot, and that was the game changer.
So what I'm hearing you say, game changer, is connecting heavily with your team through events, through Facebook, you didn't say Facebook, but you said
Facebook too.
Oh, and through weekly meetings, like really pulling the team together.
Yeah.
Okay, Beverly, I'm going to come back to you with another question, but I'm going to come over to Danielle, because Danielle, you actually did something pretty extraordinary in that you fast-tracked to QNMD, right?
Right.
And I remember those last couple months. Are we going to make it this month? Yes, but not quite. Are we going to make it next month? And you really made it happen. So will you share with us what you think were some of the key pieces to helping you fast-track to QNMD? What, if you could name any few items, what is it that you guys did as a team?
I think a good shift was we started working with team members a little bit more one-on-one and focusing on their goals and helping them to achieve their goals, which helped overall, like Beverly was saying, get themselves qualified, maybe get a promotion, which helped pull up the volume, that, all of those little pieces, putting it more on their individual goals and not as much on just getting me to queue, but all of those little pieces, helping everybody see their goal, see how it fits into the bigger picture, and really, you know, working one-on-one with people. And of course, there's events along the way. There's all of that. You have to do all that stuff too. You got to do the activity.
Right. You have to do the activity. What are some of the tools that you think you used to get them to understand the importance of qualifying on one-on-one? What kind of things did you do and share with them?
Well, we did three-way calls.
Yeah,
Three-way calls with upline support.
Yeah, we did a lot of those. We had fun doing that. I got a really great opportunity to meet some of your people, and I know Lisa has done the same as well and has dug down into your thing. But three-way connection calls. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important are those?
A 10. It was huge. It was huge. It was so pivotal to do those calls and for them to hear it from somebody else, and maybe they heard the words a little bit differently than how I would have said it. With every call that we did, it just, you know, it clicked for them and it made sense. It got them to see what needed to be done.
That's great. I love that you use the word pivotal. I'm going to say it again, that Danielle fast-tracked to QNMD, and she said a pivotal part of that was getting those connection calls. And of course, I can see Beverly in the background is whooping it up for us. So is there anything else in particular that you'd like to share around that? First of all, how did it feel when you got the call?
Oh my goodness. It was emotional. It was very, very emotional when I got the call. And I wasn't expecting it. And I don't know if many people know, but the timing of the call came the day before I was having my grandmother's funeral. So emotional to begin with, but it's kind of like everything fell into place the way it needed to. And it was the perfect moment when I was by myself for the very first time. Melissa Falco, my NMD sponsor, called me, and Harry Sims was on the phone, and I'm like driving in the car. She's like, pull over. I'm like, I can't pull over. I've got to pick up my son. But everything fell into place. And I was, of course, in disbelief. I just couldn't believe that it happened. It was completely emotional, but felt really good.
Yeah, it felt really good. So that takes us to, you got it done in time to go to Q school.
Yes.
So
which was my ultimate goal.
We're going to ask for the skinny from both you and Beverly. Tell us some of the stuff that goes on at Q school that we have no idea. And what it is that you, what did you, first of all, what was your biggest 1 or 2 takeaways from Q school that you didn't either realize or it wasn't very deep within you before Q school?
I think overall my biggest takeaway, and that I realized, but it completely solidified my super strong now belief in this company. Super strong belief that this was the right decision to say yes to this business, to take it seriously, and to move forward with it. That I've, heard along the way, and I've seen along the way how great the company is. It's a company with a heart, but when you get that experience at Q School, you get to work corporate one-on-one, you get to go to the offices and the trainings that they provide for you and speak to those that work in the corporate office as well. I mean, it is such an amazing place with amazing people, and it truly solidified that, oh my goodness, yes, I could not be more proud to be a part of this.
Great. If you could use one word to describe the people at corporate as you walk around, could you pick one word?
Happy?
Happy, that's what I was thinking. You read my mind. You experienced it. I remember walking around going, how could this many people in some cubicles and everything, what did they do? Pay them today to be happy? It was just, everybody looks so happy. It's such a great feeling to know that we have a company, like you said, that does that and you can be totally proud of. All right, so can you give us one more little tidbit of maybe what you saw, what you learned that, again, was maybe a game changer, but just maybe a really great aha for you in terms of going from Q now to NMD, because now you're really at next step leadership.
I think the other thing too, in addition to, the company, is also the relationships, the quality of the people that are there, that are also taking it seriously, that have reached that level, and everyone's got a different story. Everyone's on a different timeline, and I love hearing everyone's story. it's the quality of the people in these new relationships that you're able to meet and take along your journey now as well. It's these newfound friendships, and it was really an absolutely special, very special experience.
You know, and you talk, I mean, one of the people that I really watched do this was Alita Spire when she went to Q School, and the friendships that she developed and kept in touch with. So I'm going to encourage you, if there were Qs that you really had a resonance with and really loved, hang with them, stay with them, because the long haul, it's so great to have long-term close friends from all over the country in this business, and it's an opportunity to do that. And so, you know, I, as your great-grandmother, are going to tell you to do that.
Fairy godmother. Fairy godmother.
I love it. So, Beverly, we're going to come over to you because we've just got about 8 minutes left, and I want to hear from you a little bit about what you saw when you were there. What was your aha moments? What's the skinny? Was there things that you saw that, you know, surprised you? So share with us.
Okay, so I got to make this quick because it's so much and it was so exciting. And I'm going to tell everybody, you all need to hurry up and get to Q School. Oh my goodness, what an amazing opportunity. And it was, as Danielle said, just you have to experience it for yourself. So my biggest takeaway massively was we took the Myers-Briggs. I have taken the Myers-Briggs before, but I did not realize how really ineffective my communication was with a lot of my team through this push to NMD. That was like a major eye-opener for me because I'm an extrovert, and somehow miraculously the majority of my team are introverts. And learning how to communicate with them effectively has been something that I have seriously been working hard at doing since I've gotten back. And then the other big takeaway for me was that last speaker, Rory Vaden. He was really, really good. And if you haven't read his book, Take the Stairs, and then his second book, there's another book. I don't have it. I don't have it in front of me, but Take the Stairs. Oh, something procrastination. Something about procrastination. But a lot of his things were successful people have formed a habit of doing what needs to be done, even when we don't want to do it. And I think that's huge because he said so much procrastination, consciously delaying what you know you should be doing. And then that the average employee admits to wasting 2 hours a day, which costs employees over 10 grand. I mean, I'm just thinking to myself, you know, then he said it's this discipline. It's about having that discipline. And really, and another, I think, major thing he said was, you know, everybody's working to retire. Well, you know, at corporate, Jay Martin is still in the office, and we didn't get to see Elton, but he's still around. No, they're not retiring. So there's no, you know, Roy Vaden was like, that's a misnomer. That's not, you know, that's like a lie. You should enjoy, work something that you truly enjoy. And Nikki, you had asked a question of what I saw with the corporate staff and the people at corporate, and I got to meet all my customer service people. So I was really excited about that because I talked to a lot of them. And for me, it was approachable. They are all approachable. Very authentic. And you just it genuine love, I think, from the top.
So great. When I asked about the word happy, your word could be, it sounds like authentic. So can you imagine to have a corporate team that are happy and authentic? I can't think of any two words that would be more important to me to come down from leadership, right? All right. So we've got, I wonder if we want to open this up for any questions or comments, because we've got about 4 more minutes left. Is there anything more, Beverly, that you want to say before we sign up for questions? Or Danielle, is there one last thing you think, oh shoot, I really wished I'd said that?
No, I'm going to say it again. Hurry up and get to Q School, okay? Get to Q School.
Yeah, I was going to second that exact thing. I was going to second what she said and say everybody needs to get themselves to Q School.
Great. So I'm just going to say, does anybody have any questions for these gals? Something that you wish that, anything, whatever. And
So did you guys get to take a tour of the shipping facility? Did I see that in some of the pictures?
Yes, we did. It was amazing. Yes. That's an awesome operation and how it's ran, and so smoothly and efficiently. So that was very impressive.
Is it true you can eat off the floor?
Yes, pretty much. Yeah. almost like NAI. Yes.
Great. And how about the whole back area? Did you get to see where the courses and the gazebo and all the area that are designed for the employees?
Goodness, that is a peaceful oasis back there. Like, honestly, and I'm going to say this on the record, and I'm just going to put it out there. There is no excuse for anybody at corporate to be out of shape. Absolutely none. They have entire, resources available to them. That place is phenomenal.
You guys got to see the gym.
Yep.
Do they still serve smoothies all day long in the break room that are yummy?
The smoothie machine was down, but they do lunches for them twice a week. So we had the Boys and Girls Club come and serve us lunch, or like a snack like meal. It was really good. And that was really, and they do that twice a week. And the towers look gorgeous there. I was like, wow. So yeah.
So did you get served by the Pisto Queen?
The pesto?
You know no, you guys, if you've ever looked at the Boys and Girls Club video on Tower Gardens, one of the
no, she wasn't there. I know what you're talking about.
And they pronounce everything so weird. She goes, I'm the Pisto Queen, because they're making pesto. Anyway, all right, you guys, thank you so much. Big congratulations to both of you. Our newest QNMDs in the heat. We're really proud of you. We're going to be watching you go to, do we have any goals to get to NMD by St. Louis? Is that anybody's goal?
I hoped so, but no, it's going to be by December.
Okay, by December. Danielle, what about you? What's your goal?
That's my goal.
That's the goal. All right, well, we're going to be here to support you. We got your back. Love you guys all, and have a great evening. And good night. Everybody unmute themselves and give a big ripping, roaring congratulations to Beverly and Danielle. So unmute yourselves.
Congrats, everybody.
Go, Beverly. Way to go, Danielle.